Hello, how are you doing, fellow YouTubers? This iPad is what I'm recording on now. Normally I record on my Surface phone. It's a Surface Duo Microsoft. But so it's got it up really high, which is fine because you probably want to see the details. Now this is part 2 of the video that I was doing earlier with the Make It Bake It kits. Let me get the boxes so you can see. Okay, so I had put them in my purse because I was going to the bus stop to pick up the girls and I was trying to see what year they were made, but I couldn't find the year. So I had this kit and this kit. And I was telling them that I bought it at Hobby Lobby for $5.99 and got them for, well, I bought them for $2.15, but they were $5.99. And I got it back when the stickers were yellow. So I can't remember how long it's been that they had the yellow stickers. But you can almost look at it, even probably before then, these were old or something. Because they just look like old. They just look old. The typeset and everything on the boxes and the colors. So that's probably why they were getting rid of them. But as you know, I decided to do different colors. I didn't want to do that gray color. And this didn't come with that blue, this blue. And I didn't want to use the orange. And I only did this set of earrings and this necklace because I was going to do the other one, but it was going to make the video, number one, longer. And I thought I could pause, but on this iPad, you can't do the pause. And I thought we could, but that may have been the first generation. So anyway, if you watch the first video, I showed how I put the crystals in. These are how they came packaged, the ones that I used. So I put these inside the frames, and then I put them in the oven and let them bake. I'm right above the lights. I don't know why it's so dark. Anyway, I mean, it's not just 1 to 6 lights. Well, so anyway. So, the instructions on the package said to preheat the oven at 375. You're supposed to get some smooth foil. So I got some foil, and you're supposed to put on a baking sheet, but I mean a cookie sheet. But I don't have a standard cookie sheet. I have some silicone and I have some, I don't have any standard cooking sheets like it's saying here in this picture. So, and I thought about buying one, but I was like, no, I'm gonna use what I got. So this is cake pan. I put the foil in there. Put these, they said to put the frames on the flat side. So I'm probably just in the shadow of the light. Let's see. I'm gonna move the table and this piece is shaky. No, that's not helping. But I'm right here under the light, but I'm getting shadow. So hopefully it'll be okay. Plus it's darker than it was earlier. If you can tell a difference. So anyway, this is flat, this frame on one side. And so I put it on the flat side against the foil. And I put the little crystals in there. These were some that just laid on the bottom. So if you have some that come out, it's okay. But I want to just, I'm really pleased and I'm surprised. I've had this for so many years, and what I got inspired to do them was because I saw that they were clearancing them out at Michael's. And so it turns out that I'm really pleased with the results. And I didn't even particularly like the style, but I really am liking it now. And this one, it turned out really good. There weren't any bubbles. And it just really distributed well because they're supposed to melt. Now, they do have, if you can tell, a little bit bled over on the back, but it's not, too bad. If somebody's coming and judging that difficult, that hard, then, I don't know what to say about them. But this, I am so happy with the results. Because I wanted to learn how to do stained glass so I could do some earrings. And I'm so happy with that. I don't know if I can get more of these, but I can look online and try because that's what everybody else is doing. It just so happens that I had this in my house all this time, and I just needed to get rid of some boxes too and packaging that I have downstairs. And this is the necklace, and I just left it on this magnification because you can see there are a few bubbles. And then I went and tried to add a few more pellets or crystals to make this melt and come in there, and so one ended up falling in there. And I didn't realize it was in there because I'm thinking that's what happened because I don't remember it being in there before. And it's smooth enough, but you know how some windows and stuff with stained glass aren't necessarily smooth. So I'm like, if this is how it works, hey, this is good enough for me. But like I said, it got a few bubbles. I'll judge myself. I don't need you to say, oh, there are a few bubbles. I'll judge myself. But I just put them in the oven. They say no microwave and no toaster ovens. You're supposed to use, this is the back side. There wasn't a whole lot of bleeding, but there was some. And I thought about sanding it, but I was like, I don't know if I'm going to sand it, smooth it, and all that stuff to get it really smooth. If it bothers my skin, then I'll make some adjustments. But outside of that, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm for a first time fusing, I am really, really pleased with the result. And like I said, this one came with the 2 set of earrings, and it only has this 1 set of directions here. And this is different languages, which is probably Spanish and usually Spanish and French. And then there's nothing on the back. And so outside of don't put it in a microwave, don't put it in a toaster oven, don't put it on an air-baked cookie sheet, because they said that'll add more baking time to the process. Put it on 375, preheat in the oven. Use standard kitchen oven. They said, you know, make sure you have good ventilation. So, they said it would release a smell. I didn't notice a smell, but my kitchen is kind of large. I can't give you the dimensions of it. Let's see. It may be, if I had to guess, it's at least about 750 square feet, perhaps. So it's big enough where there's some ventilation in that. I felt like, well, and then I got the next room over there, which is just about as big. So it's like if there is, I told myself, I was like, well, if I need to, I will. What I'm trying to say, I will open the back door. It was a cold, rainy day, but I didn't feel I needed to. And so I showed some more tools I decided to bring. I actually decided to bring some metal tweezers because that probably would be better dealing with heat than having these plastic ones. And I forgot to get tweezers earlier. Then for this one here, I'm gonna need some more time. So I went and found this little cute set that I have where I could spoon out, because they said to use a spoon, but they meant like a big spoon. I could spoon these out and maybe use the funnel and put pieces, crystals in. Or I could use this little spoon and use this funnel. This here, I got this. It's probably from like Sally's Beauty Supply or something. And what it's from is like, you know, when you have those little beads that you can put on your nail kits, they just come in the kit when you buy it. And it was there and I used that. And so, I mean, it's just, it's a beautiful thing that they were available. Then I got these from Hobby Lobby. Some time ago they were on sale. But they still have them there in the jewelry section where you can scoop little beads out. And so I brought this as a way, even though what I did at first was, well, because that's on the center, I'm going to show you with this, if I can do it without getting my big hand in the way. I just poured them in, and it worked. And so there I go, not watching the time. But so I just poured them in, and because this isn't hot, I can move these around. And, you know, I can use these now to just put them in here. Okay. So, like I said, it was earlier when I did it, and earlier in the day. And, of course, now it's later. And so I got a little time here, and I kind of want to just play with it some more. And I called Michael's to see if they still had them. The girl that answered the phone, she said they did. And she said she was going to go look, but she forgot she was going to look and forgot I was on there. And you know how people do at those stores. And she was just like, she eventually came back to the phone, but she was like, hello, how may I help you? You're waiting on it. And I was like, I was just listening to the music. That's what I said. I was just listening to the music. Because she forgot. She went and probably just sat down and took a break. And it's no big deal. It's not something I'm going to cry over. You know, she didn't hurt my feelings. And stuff like that. You know. So, I'll go by there. Because I tried to find them online. I told myself to remember what the name was. But I tell you, I just cannot remember what the name of these kits were. And they had, and I mean, I should have just bought it. It was like probably $4 or something for it. And I know it was too cheap for me to just have left it. But I was like, I buy so much stuff and I don't always get to use it. And I've had this for so long that I kept saying, no, Kat, just don't buy anymore until you're sure you're going to use it. Because I'm not trying to get rid of stuff, because all the things that I have, I really enjoy doing. But what I'm trying to do is to stop buying things, not just for the sake of buying or just because they're on sale, even though I do that, but I'm trying to stop buying things and then not getting to use them. So, I don't know, do I like that in there? I might end up liking that in there. But we'll see. But I like the way it works. And so I probably can make some of these frames out of glue. Out of clay. You know, I didn't think about that. I'm about to do this, and I'm just thinking, because I kind of like this now. It's like a mandala, or a mandala, as some people might say. But I'm kind of liking it now. I could always trace it. Okay. But what I'm thinking is I can reproduce it out of glue. Glue, I keep saying glue, but I mean clay. That's what I mean. Okay, now I'm just showing you all how I feel it. Now, I'm not so advanced. I mean, I can do some things, but I'm not gonna tell you that I have a camera that I can put inside of the oven so you all can see this work. My oven, the window, there is a window, and there is a light in there. But I'm not gonna do that time step. You know, where you over time see how it transforms. You're gonna have to leave that. I'm sorry. That's gonna have to happen with some other scientific YouTuber to do that. But basically, you see that you don't necessarily, if you do buy them, you know, these aren't my Tweezerman tweezers because I don't want any glass or anything to be on my Tweezerman. Tweezerman scissors are I mean, as far as I know, they say they're the best, and I agree because they get all the tight spots. And this just a pair of dollar ones I got from the Z outlet. And these extra ones are the ones that just fell around. And so, I guess I can. Well, I guess I could have tried to do that with the thing. But, where did I get this? I think I got this from like, this little spoon and funnel set from, it was as a set for like $4.99 from Tuesday Morning. And I was like, really? And I was like, yeah, really? Meaning, I was like, really, $4.99? And I was like, yeah, really? Then I'm like, are you really going to wait and think that this is going to go on sale? And I said, I better not. I better just go on and get it, because if I think it's cute, somebody else is going to think it's cute. Because it is cute. I mean, it looks like it's an antique. And it has a little weight on it, too. As if. And I was like, you probably would have paid more for it somewhere else, especially if it was an antique. So it's not an antique, because I don't care about antique stuff, so that's not the reason. But I do like it when it has the flourishes and stuff on it. But my point was, I was like, you would pay more for it if it was somewhere else. So go on and pay this money at Tuesday Morning. So look at that. That's so pretty. Okay. And so I was really just going to put that little bit there. Boop, boop, boop. So which one should I put more of, the green or the blue? I was really just intending to put that blue there, and I was gonna figure something out, decide on the other colors back there. But now that I've done that, I'm trying to decide where should I put the green. I think I'm gonna put the blue on the inside, so I hope you all are in agreement with me. I'll put the blue, I'll put the green in the, I'm dropping them everywhere. I'm gonna put the green ones in the bigger one. Just because I do like green. And my birthday is on March 17th. And so you know that's a day where people think about green all the time. Are you all getting to see what I'm doing? Because I'm sitting down on my video. And I know I see that there's some in the other spot. I'm gonna see how it works, if it does good with the funnel. And it doesn't. That's what I was kind of thinking. But hey, that was a chance for me to find out if it works, and two, to show you all. Like I said, I don't think you really need a tool, but here we go. Now on there, I didn't read all the directions, but it did say that you can use a spoon or a straw. Like you could probably use a straw and cut it into like a little spoon shape. And then see, at this point, I can pull these back over here. So this isn't as difficult as I've made it over the years, and I say that because sometimes I buy little crafts, and like this isn't gonna take a whole long time. But I mean, they are small pieces. But my point is that I act like it takes so long to get something done, and like it's so involved, and it's really not. In fact, I thought about switching out the earrings to see, like put more blue in there and green there. But I was like, I kind of want them to match. But they don't have to, do they? You know what? Because they don't have to, and they don't have to, I'm gonna put a little in those. And then, so if somebody wants to say something, they can say, oh, earrings don't really match. And I can say my socks don't either. But the thing about it would be I won't have on socks. My little daughters, that was their little style thing, was they don't wear matching socks. So I don't worry about it. In fact, Target used to sell mix matched socks, and what they would do would had the same color scheme, and I don't know what the brand was, but they were sold at Target. They just had the same color scheme, but the socks didn't match. All right. Uh-oh. This is starting to make me think I need to get my Tweezerman. Because it'll get them. But these were for $1. But they still, I mean, they're good tweezers now. I got them up there with my Tweezerman, but I got them mainly because, oh, that's supposed to be the switches. I like this little lady on it. Okay, those aren't supposed to be in there. Now, like I said, this was my first time trying this, so I don't necessarily know how to get the bubbles out or keep the bubbles out. So I'm thinking, as long as I don't know. I was thinking if probably, depending on how I stack them in there. But then, you know, I can't be sure. And I tried to watch look for some videos on YouTube, but I didn't really see any that was doing it like this, or even have a kit. And it may have been that I just didn't know what to look under. I tried looking under fused jewelry and, you know, just terms that dealt with that, crystals. And I saw this one lady, Tabitha. She was doing a lot of fused stuff. And I'm sure what she does is called art, because it was kind of complicated what she's doing. Okay, I'm trying to make sure my hands aren't in the view. I really got some bad shadows. Oh, and that really did not come out well. I might need to make just a bigger hole. Okay. Because none of this is hot, I can go on and pick it up with my finger. This is such a joy. If you're questioning, like, oh, should I do that? Is it worth it? It's just fun. And like I said, they're clearancing them out at Michael's, but just because they're clearancing them out there does not mean that they're not available other places, because I mean, I know they had a mosaic tiles in a lot of places. I've seen them, I've gotten some of them at Hobby Lobby, but I don't know if that's the same. And I do have a mosaic, is that right? No, that's not right, because I'm not doing that color there. So yeah, I'm thinking that these here are just smaller little pieces of glass, but at the same time, I'm gonna tell you, I'm touching on them and they're not cutting my hands, they're not getting into my fingers, so these are probably extruded out of something that makes them smooth and not sharp. They look like bugle beads. And you know, a lot of beads are made of glass. I'm talking, but I think perhaps in some other videos I want to do like some people do and just have you watch and listen to some music or something. But I did kind of want to tell you how fun it is. And then for even if you pay $4 for a kit, like I said, the ones at Michael's, they came with just free crystals, and then they came with some with kits for making earrings and necklaces. And so, if you are the type of person and you want to know that it's not very involved, it's not even very time consuming. Because what I do is, after I've put them in there, you put them in the oven. I mean, there's nothing more you can do. There's nothing more. There's nothing more you can do. Okay, that's what I was going to say. I see one of these. Where are my little faux Tweezerman? I see this one that doesn't supposed to be in there. So I'm kind of showing different stages of how I did them. Like, you get to see how it's done when it's finished. You're getting to see how it's done in the process of getting it done. And so I'm gonna put this after I finish. It's gonna go into the oven. Did I show that earlier? I don't think I showed you all how to put it in the oven, but you just put it in the middle of the oven. You know, I think I'd do better. Just putting a few of these here in the center and picking them up and putting them in there. Because I think if I do it the other way, I'm going to be mad because I'm going to have to pull them all out. And I'm telling y'all, I got on some readers, but I don't know if I got on the right degree. I don't even know if I probably should even be using them for this because I am not reading. I'm not reading. But I thought I might need some assistance. And so I'm using them. So it's kind of like it's warping my sensibilities a little bit. My sensibilities, like my sense of sight. How about that? Okay. And so, in case I didn't say, this is a two-part. Just repeating. It's a two-part video. And then what I'm gonna do is if you want to go back and see the other one, you can. Okay. I think that's looking pretty good. And by the time it melts, okay, I thought I saw that over there. By the time it melts, it's gonna look pretty good. And what I did forget to do was bring my my jewelry tools so that I can show you how to put the jump rings in. Now, which one do you like? It's hard to say. Like, I really like that one. But this one isn't bad looking. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. All right, so off to the oven.